Hello, testing, testing. Hello, good. All right, awesome. Good morning, everybody. Bright and early. I'm at McDonald's coffee. Good morning, Michael. Michael with the super high-tech equipment and microphone brought us into the 24th century, light years ahead of where we were. Yeah, I mean, Apple is amazing. Anyway, we line up here for the face-off. Tough game yesterday, but we came away with the victory. 5 quick goals, and then it was a tough run the rest of the way as the Rail Dogs were able to come within 1. But at the end of the day, the Raptors were able to pull it off with a victory. Boys worked hard, and playing the same team. Rail Dogs on your right and white, Raptors on your left on blue for the start of this game. And I definitely gave a lot of credence to the refs in that game yesterday. A week after telling you that the refs don't matter, so there's the criticism, criticism. Anyway, as it comes up to the top of the zone, pursuit gets knocked off the puck. Roanoke turns it around. They bring it into the zone outside. Pulls back. That's taken away by Logan Peterson. Logan Peterson backhands it off the back of the net and into the corner. Picked up by Liam Picard. Liam shoots it around the boards back to the far side. It's kept in for a moment. Actually kept in altogether, and then it's sent back down. PJ Whittier sends it up the boards, but not out. Finally, it's sent out. Roanoke's got a hold. They don't call offsides on that because it was pulled in. It should be an offside. Logan Peterson and Kasuth together. Quick, just misses. That's Peterson on the backhand. Had a 2-on-0 there. Quick shot towards the net. It's deflected. Roanoke picks it up. 3-on-2 coming the other way. Roanoke. Offside. That was offside.
What, second one? Playing prison rules today, man.
Prison rules. You're funny. I'm not supposed to talk about the refs today, I promise myself. Holland at the neutral zone. Turns it around. Spins around. Gets it back to the defense. Barini. Up to Sykes. Sykes backhands it deep into the zone. Just past the face-off dot and over the skip of the Roanoke defender. He gets it off to the wing, and that's out of the zone. Grimm will pick it up at center ice. Grimm. Quick pass. Intercepted. Roanoke. Raptors able to turn it around. 3-on-2. Halsey to Holland. Holland. Quick shot. Ooh, just over the net. Holland chases his own rebound into the corner. Hits the brakes. Goes the other way. Good body position. Gets us to the point. Chris Grimm winds up. Quick shot. Nice shot wide. Like a nice low shot from the point. Picked up by Whittier on the other point. He sends it down deeper to Hall. Hall sends it behind the net to Holland. Holland. Whipping up. Puck's rolling. Grimm steps up. Keeps that in the zone. Gets it back to Holland. Holland circles. Winds up. Quick shot low. Then it's backhanded in on the rebound. Halsey. And it's a 1-0 lead. 12:41 left in the first. Holland takes the initial shot. Halsey slams in the loose range. It's a Raleigh Raptors goal. Nice play by the boys. Working hard there down low. Face off center ice. Hold up here for a second. Get to it. Margulies on the draw. He's over Mikey Lee and Petey. Colonna and Whittier on defense. Sorry, not Colonna and Whittier. Quick break, quick shot. Put in front, just out of reach of Petey, but he puts it back off the glove with a quick shot. That's sitting on the back of the net. Picked up by the Roanoke defender. Tries to send the puck out, but if hands on it. Shoots the puck up, ice, passes it to his offense. Of Roanoke sends it down deep. As that rolls around. Picked up by PJ Whittier, sends it. No, that's Barini, I believe. I apologize. It's Barini and Carlson. It's Barini and Cologne. That's what confused me. Margulies chases it deep, backhanded to the slot. To front, quick pass, just wide. It was a tic-tac-toe play between Petey and Mikey Lee. Nice shot by Mikey Lee, just wide as Mikey Lee picks up the puck, puts it in front on Petey's stick. That slammed around. Then it's batted out of the slot. Picked up by Roanoke, who clearly skated out of the zone to neutralize and then dump it and go for a change. Chris Grimm picks it up behind his own net. Biggie in that, by the way. I should have told you that in the beginning. He totally lapsed days ago. He passed for Logan Peterson. Beats the defender. Finds a spot. Saved by the goalkeeper. 11:22 in the first. Quick shot. Bounces off. Just takes an odd hop over Brimstick. It's a foot race to the puck. He goes D to D. It's Carlson. Carlson sends it up ice. Oh, giveaway. Quick pass. Oh, there's a giveaway. Right to Liam Picard, and he scores. 11:05 left in the first. It's a Raleigh Raptors goal. Liam Picard with a steal right in the slot. It's actually intercepted a pass with 11:05, and he pops that goal in. Nice goal by Liam Picard. Had dinner with Liam. Lucas and Whittier's. Well, DJ, Brandon, and Ann. Fun time last night at the Mexican restaurant. Good chatting as Lucas gets the puck battered off of his ankle and it's sent to center ice where Pursuit picks it up. Pursuit's got a break. If we can get it ahead, back to Picard. Picard puts it up in the corner. Picard battles, gets good position, puts a pass in front. That's deflected wide. Sent back to the point. Kelowna looking, takes a quick shot. That's deflected by Pursuit. Almost put towards the goal, but it's blocked. Logan Peterson picks it up. It's rolling on him. He tried to get a pass over to Picard. Picard chases that deflection, and he does have possession. He sends it low. Logan Peterson gets the puck, turns around, tries to get a spin shot, comes back to Whittier with a slapper on a one-timer. Gets caught up in the slot, being slapped around back and forth, hit with sticks, and then Roanoke Rail Dogs send that the length of the deck. That's going to be an icing call with 10:06 left in the first period. It's a 2-0 Raptors lead. Face off will come all the way down into the Roanoke Rail Dog zone. Sykes, Holland, Halsey, Marini, and Grin, I believe, up there. I can see that, yes. Quick pass across the slot to Holland. Holland tries to backhand that off. Backhand that back into the zone. It's deflects off the Roanoke player, and they come out of the zone. They bring it into the Raptor zone. Pass to the right wing. Almost centering pass. That's batted away by Perini. Nice play. Oh, a little high stick to the face there. Hall's got a hold in his arm there. I hope he's okay. Grim picks it up. Halsey tries to slap it over a guy. Does get it out of the zone. 2-on-1 breakout here. Holland, man, right back check catches up to him. As Holland and Sykes had something going there. Grim puts up the puck, has possession. Good move. Sykes brings it into the zone. Holland gives chase. Margulies behind him. Comes all the way to Margulies. Margulies backhands it down low to Holland. Just chips off his stick and gets to a defender of Roanoke. They're able to skate it out of the zone, center ice. Roanoke with a pass is just out of the reach. And then looks like there's going to be a penalty here against. I didn't see what happened to this penalty call against the Raptors. So they're going to go a man down with a minute 30.
I didn't see it.
Not a thing. I don't think Margulies saw it either.
I think the refs saw it.
Face off down deep, just to the left of Biggie. Again, Biggie in goal today. It'll be a power play for Roanoke. They had a few of those yesterday. They were able to capitalize as Carlson backhands that around. Whittier picks it up, hits it up off the boards. It's kept up at the top by the defense. Whittier gets it again, slams it around back the other way. Skated after by Carlson. Quick pass in front, sat in the slot, backhanded up to the top of the zone. And a quick move by Logan Peterson with some speed. It's a foot race. He does get the puck to his forehand. Quick shot, just wide on the shorthanded attempt. Tries to hold the puck in the zone for a little bit, but Roanoke's able to get it out. They get it up to center ice. Cross ice pass on a lead pass. Nice look just out of reach. Marini has it in the corner. As he gets pushed off, actually not pushed off the puck, he's being bumped around by a Roanoke player. He finally comes out with it. Stays at the top of the zone. Quick shot, just wide of the net. Raptors get there first. Petey bumped off the puck momentarily as he battles with a Roanoke player. He ends up with the puck, looks across, drags, loses the puck for a moment, and he's all over a Rap. They call that, and I don't know, it's a little bit of a late call here, but with 15 seconds on the original penalty, The Raptors are going to get called for another one here. .751 left in the first. It'll be a 5-on-3 for 15 seconds. And then a minute 15 of 5-on-4. I have no argument with that call. That was a good call. Grimm gets the draw, tries to send it around. Intercepted by Roanoke. Quick shot in front. Oh. It's stripped. It's almost ingrounds from Roanoke, I believe. Gets that goal from. Well, you don't want to get into a 5-on-3 situation. Cuts the lead in half to 2-1. They still got another penalty they can serve with 120. Chip had 5 yesterday. That's the kid from Roanoke that my son played with a few years back. I can push one in right now. Good for him. Kind of optimized opposite of yesterday. Complaining about the rest. Whittier off the draw, sends it deep. So we have a 7:35 left in the first, 2-1. Raptors still a man down here for a minute and 10 seconds. Roanoke comes up. Nice play by Grimm to break up that play as the same Trip had speed there from Roanoke. Raptors pick up the puck. Margulies. He's got some time. Pulls it around to the backhand. Holds on to it behind the net for a moment. Just trying to kill some time on that penalty. Comes back to the top of the zone. Mikey Wu keeps it in for the time being. Again, killing some valuable time on that penalty. 39 left as Roanoke coming down. Pulls to the floor and quick save by Biggie. Steers it aside. Quick slap shot. That's stopped. Gets to Whittier's stick. Whittier waits and flips it up in the air. That's it with a high stick, but not sure what the call was there. Carlson chases it behind his own net. 6:39 left. 16 left in this kill. Puck comes to the top of the zone. Holland picks it up. Puts a man on a break. It's Logan Peterson. Logan Peterson with some speed. Brings it to the backhand. Saved by the goalkeeper. Comes out to cut off that angle. And Roanoke cut the other way. 4 on the penalty. Greeny goes D to Carlson. Quick up ice pass. It's tipped out. Petey's got 2 on 0 pretty much here. 6:14. Quick pass. Oh, just tipped wide. Tries to bring it in and tuck it back in the other way. Unable to do so. Puck is still in possession of the Raptors. Up to Carlson. Carlson just mishandles it. Great play. He tries to bang that off the boards to buy himself some time. But it comes offside. 6:03, 2-1. Raptors. All penalties are expired, I should say. Even strength here. Logan Peterson on the draw. Kasuf on his left. Picard on his right. Peterson grabs the puck in the corner, gets it up to the defense. Defense takes a quick shot to the goal, gets all the way through. And the puck sent towards the goal, that off the side of the net. It's sent back into the corner. Roanoke picks it up. Roanoke looks up ice, they banging off the boards. Goes between the referee's legs. Carlson has it, D to Perini. Quick pass up ice to Picard. Peterson to Picard, back to Peterson. Roanoke picks that up. They try to go the other way. Defense making a change here. Roanoke comes over and bangs that off the boards. Picard puts it up. Looks cross ice. Kasuf is open. He's got a man with it too. Peterson. Kasuf pulls it to the forehand and face off. A quick shot, hard but high. Kelowna comes over, keeps that in his own, just misses it. Got a man on him, still has that puck though, and is able to keep it in again. Tries to send it back down. Stick is lifted. It's at the face-off dot, and then finally it's sent out by Roanoke. Quick pass cross ice. Ends up on Roanoke's stick at the top of their own zone. They try to get it up ice. Quick tip pass to, looks like Liam Picard. And ends up on Logan Peterson's stick. He tries to backhand that low. Roanoke gets it intercepted by Peterson. Peterson takes the time and space. Gets it over to Picard. Picard, one more pass over. Just missed by Kasuf as the puck was bouncing. Kasuf puts it back in front. Goalie kicks that aside. Roanoke trying to get it out of the zone. Still in trouble. Kasuf picks up another one and ends up on Picard's stick. Goalie tried to smother that, but it bounces away. Roanoke picks it up in the corner, backhands it up ice, but it's still in the zone as Sykes keeps it in. Sykes cross-ice pass to the slot. Quick shot, just misses the goal again. Roanoke in trouble as the Raptors still hold this zone. They'll try to backhand it weakly, and Sykes is able to keep that in. Finally, they send that the length of the ice. They're going to take an icing call here with 4:09 left in the period. As the Raptors had the Rail Dogs hemmed up in their own zone for quite a bit of time there. Felt like forever. I don't know the exact time. You'd need some sort of statistician to tell me that because I don't pay attention. Sykes on the draw. Barini, quick shot after the draw, just wide of the net, blocker to side. Halsey turns it around, sends it back behind Roanoke's net over to Holland. Holland picks it up in the corner, cross ice pass, gets battered away by the defense in front. Roanoke trying to push the other way quick. Nice defensive play to make sure nothing happens there. Roanoke picks it up again. Quick shot, high, just over Biggie's head. Sykes puts that behind the ref. Roanoke picks it up, trying to make a play, but Halsey picks it up. Halsey, he's got some speed. He sees Holland. Holland, oh, what a nice defensive play. That's offside, but no call. They let play. I like that they let it play on because it's kind of a cheesy outside. They knew that he was going to get out of the zone. Holland. He's got a man with him as well. Pulls it around two. Backhands it. Score! Puts it upstairs in the toy department with 3:21 left in the first period. Holland with a beautiful backhand goal to the top shelf up over the goalie with 3:21 left in the first. It's a 3-1 Raleigh Raptors lead. It's a Raleigh Raptors goal. Face off the center ice. Raptors regain the 2-goal lead off the face-off. Margulies at the face-off down on the left-hand side of the net. Looks like they're going to get a penalty call here against Roanoke as goalie was being pulled. Possession's taken by Roanoke. Plays called dead. Raptors will go on a power play here with 3:10 left in the second period. 3-1 Raptor lead. Face-off will be deep in the Roanoke zone. Just to the right of that goaltender. There was a pretty good player. I think maybe one of their best players, Ferguson, had 4 penalties yesterday on Roanoke, so he's not in the game today. So, you want the best in there when you beat him. Fortunately, Ferguson, they put him on the ice with 5 minutes left. He got that last penalty. Lucas takes the puck on this power play, dumps it deep, and then it's chipped. Lucas tried to catch it with his hand. Corona got a man on him, D to D over to Perini. Perini looks up ice, hits Picard. Picard with a pass, and that gets sent back out of the zone. Not to empty the ice, so icing will be waved off. Perini picks it back up in the Raptor zone, settles it down. Ooh, puck takes a weird hop on him. And he's got a man on him, but gets it up to Picard. Quick cross ice pass to Logan Peterson. Logan Peterson, a little bit of a mishandle, gets it back on the stick, circles back to set this play back up with 51 seconds left on the power play. Cross ice pass, that's tipped by a defender. And now Perini looks up, going to skate it in. Mike Grimm on the left here says dump it. Perini gets it to the faceoff. Cross ice pass. Ooh, just missed by Mikey Lee. Beautiful pass. It's put back in front. Oh, Liam Picard with the original shot in the bumper play slot there. A nice pass for Mikey Lee. However, the goalie makes a beautiful save with 2:13 left in the second period. 3-1 Raptors, 33 left on the penalty. So power play time. As they have a face-off down low in the zone. Still there if they can get possession quick and work the puck around and make something happen here. Margulies on the draw. He's out there with Holland. They do win the draw. Halsey. Whittier gets it at the top, sends it back down low where Holland's going to pick it up just below the net. Backhand pass out of reach of most players. Backhanded up ice by Roanoke. Roanoke still has possession, looking to make a play here. Filling off this penalty. They put it up. Margulies gets a cross ice pass. That's out of reach of a couple of players, Holland and Hall. Hall, after that bat, waits for that puck, just puts it on Holland's stick over to Margulies' chest. Poked out of the way by the Roanoke defender and then picked up by Whittier as that penalty expires. Cross ice pass to Halsey. Halsey looks, sends it into the Roanoke zone. Roanoke able to skate that out. They try to send it back up ice, but Whittier stymies that play. Holland at center ice battles with a Roanoke player. Halsey picks it up, tries to go around one man against the boards. Still in the zone, and then it's sent out. Grimm pushes that puck back up to Margulies. Margulies sends a cross-ice pass just out of reach of Holland. Roanoke tips that out of the zone as Margulies picks it up on the far side. Quick pass, drops to the defense, back to Margulies. Margulies sees Holland, but that's intercepted by Roanoke and then tipped wide on a check. That was sent, I believe, off the Guido. And they're not a play. Oh, Guido on the bench, that is. He hands the puck back to the referee. 57.5 seconds left in this period. 3-1 Raptors face off just outside the Raptor zone. Everything clear now. We're all even. I didn't mention that. Quick pass just onside and then sent right back out down into the Raptor zone. D-to-D pass. Grim with a rolling puck sends it up ice. That's intercepted. Brought back down by Roanoke. Roanoke with a quick pass just wide of the net. Biggie just under Biggie's glove with 36 seconds left at the top of the zone. Raptors unable to clear. Ends up back on Chris Grimstick. He's going to skate and use the time and space that he has. Brings it into the zone onside. 25 seconds left. Nice cross-arm pass. Just how to reach a Picard. To the top of the zone by Perini. Perini sends a shot. It's got eyes. Tipped in. It's goal. Nice goal by Ashton Kasuf on the tip-in from Perini. I'm pretty sure he got a piece of that. I think Kasuf is either telling, let's see who leads the train here, but beautiful goal. They make it 4-1 here with 17.4 seconds left in the second period. I'm going to say that's a Kasuf goal, possibly, but hey, let's give it a Perini. He deserves it. They both deserve it. After the face-off, Roanoke comes the other way. Kasuf intercepts that play after a nice check by one of the other wingers on the Raptors. That's just out of reach of Corona. He'll skate into the corner and pick that up. Just mishandles it at the end of the period. We'll be back in a moment. All right, folks, we're back for the start of the second period. 4-1 Raptors. Now going the other direction from right to left. And just my computer and myself were talking. I know I mentioned yesterday that the defensive lines changed, and they're changed again today. Carlson takes it after the faceoff, sends that down low. That I think Mason had tweaked his knee. I believe Mason is here. He was on the bench. Yeah, he is on the bench. I can see him as the Raptors battle for it. Pushed off the puck behind the net. Raptors looking for a call. They're not going to get it. As comes to the top of the zone, picked up by Margulies, and he's bumped off, or puck is taken away by the Rail Dogs. Corona chases it into the corner. Got one on him, sends it all the way around. Lee will pick it up. Skate it out of the zone. Will actually pass that zone. Hits a man on a break. It's Petey. Petey with some speed has the defense way beat. Beautiful save. He still gets the rebound. Chips that over the net. Mikey Lee trying to chase that rebound, and he does. He backhands that in to keep it in the zone. Rail Dogs bank it off the boards up to the top of the zone and out. Picked up by Corona. So looks crossed as a turn, but that's offside. 14:03 left in the second period, 4-1 Raptors. So as I was saying, Mason's on the bench. He's with me. So he is here in town. He's just not playing. So, yeah, we missed him on the ice for sure. And it looks like Tyson Rinker, who was, they shifted the pairs yesterday. I don't see Tyson here today. So we're not exactly sure. Hope he's okay. So we are on 5. We have a short bench in the sense of defense. As Sykes takes this into the zone, he's got a 2-on-1. Takes the shot, saved by the goalkeeper, and she'll hold on to it. He had Holland on his right. Had there been a rebound, Holland would have been there to slam that home. 13:54 left in the second period, 4-1 Raptors.
I like their playlist.
Yeah, they are playing good music. All from our age, actually. Nice hip hop songs. Jay-Z, Biggie. That was Redman just now. And looks like we have a crease violation here. Crease violation. They're going to pull that out of the zone. So that was the penalty I didn't understand yesterday. Apparently they're heavy on the crease violation rule here. And I think it's when you have possession of the puck in your D zone, none of your players can be in the crease at all, I think, is how that is. Holland takes a draw. The faceoff was outside the zone. That deflects off of a Roanoke defender and comes to the top of the zone, where Roanoke skates it out for the moment. Comes towards the camera. Halsey settles the puck down. Pass up ice to Holland. Holland had to pull that back. He's got men in the zone, so that's going to be offside. 13:24 left in the second, 4-1 Raptors. Line changes, face off just outside the zone. This is a different refereeing crew than yesterday. I've been told by the fans of Roanoke, the crew that was here yesterday, they know them well. They're known for calling the crease violation that we didn't know about, as Roanoke sends it to center ice, neutral zone. Carlson sends it up to Kasuf. Kasuf from the nice pass to Peterson. Peterson has options. It's just a poke is pucked away at the last second because the penalty call there. Maybe it's a hooking call with another good song, DMX. Oh, sorry, you guys don't hear me. Yeah. Oh, Michael Graham. And Mike's about to bust into the DMX part here. Mark Lease on the draw. He's got Halsey on his left. Power play for the Raptors here for a minute 30 with 13-10, 4-1 Raptors. Holland looks across, sends that puck back to the other side. I think he tried to get that to Hall on the slot. Petey has space and time. Takes a quick shot, gloved and held onto by the Roanoke goaltender. Face off will be just to the left of that goaltender. Minute 17 left in the power play. And then they hit Led Zeppelin right after that, huh? Right to Led Zeppelin. I like it. I like what this guy's doing. Petey on the power play, pulls it around a man. Looks for time and space. Quick shot, just misses the net. Margulies picks it up in the corner and sends it behind the net where it's picked up by a Roanoke player. Backhands that up further, but it's kept in the zone by Petey. He backhands it low. It's going to be picked up by Hall. Goes behind the referee, puts it in front. That's tipped high and over the stick of, I believe, Holland, who was on the crease. It might have been actually Lee. Nope, Margulies. Brought it to zone by Petey. Petey. Puck's rolling on him as he brings it behind the Roanoke net. Puts it into the slot for the bumper play. Margulies takes a shot. Wow. Pops a one-timer in right over the blocker side to make it 5-1 of that goalkeeper. One-timer that I saw, but that goalkeeper definitely did not see that puck. Margulies with a beautiful one-timer. And it's a power play goal and a Raleigh Raptors goal to make it 5-1 with 12:16 left in the second period. Fantastical shot by Margulies. Really gave that puck a ride. After the draw, Peterson had it for the moment. Roanoke has it at center ice. He sends it deep into the zone. Roanoke, Ricard, jousting. He gets off the puck and gets the puck up to Grimm. Somehow deflects. Quick shot. He scores. Not sure if that's a deflection or not, but Grimm takes the original shot from the point to make it 6-1. It's a Raleigh Raptors goal. We'll see who leads the charge. Might have been tipped there. See, yeah, it looks like Peterson leading the train there. So it's possible it was tipped in by Peterson. Beautiful shot by Grimm, either way. I like to see those point shots. That was nice. Roanoke, after the draw, has possession. Lucas sends it to the corner, picked up by Kasuf. Kasuf backhands it up ice. And Picard with some speed, it's a foot race. He beats out one player, looking at the net, looking at that far side. Oh, just misses that corner. Roanoke with a 3-on-2, going the other way. Skates past one. Nice poke check there by Grimm. He kneels down. Puck's still sitting there on the faceoff dot. Kelowna checks that away. Roanoke picks it up in the corner, gets it up to their point. Point man just keeps it in as he mishandled it for a second. And then it's poked away, picked up by Grimm. Grimm with a nice defensive play. Peterson sends it up ice. Kasuf chases it into the corner. Sent up to the top of the zone, and then backhanded out to the top. Luini picks that up. Skates it into the zone. Skates around one. Gets a backhand pass off Peterson. Peterson kind of does a dipsy-do around a couple, and then brings it behind the net. Pulls it all the way around. Tries to get a pass over to Sykes, who was wide open. Just missed that, though, as his stick was lifted. Roanoke finally clears the zone. Carlson picks that up. Gets the puck back up to Holland. Holland gets it into the zone, puts it around one man. Roanoke tries to slam it out, and they get up the ice. Hits Carlson. Carlson's going to have to chase that all the way down with 10:25 left in the second. 6-1 Raptors. Chips it up to Perini. Perini sends it up ice. They got too many men on, but they're not going to call that. Roanoke turns it around and bringing it to the ice on time, bringing it to the zone on time. Couple of moves both ways, send it behind the Raptors net. Perini picks it up, looks up ice, bangs it off the boards, up ice. That's going to go the length of the ice. They're going to call icing on that. No, he puts his hand down. I'm happy about that, as Roanoke comes the other way and bumped off the puck by Lucas Kelowna, turned the other way by Halsey, but intercepted at center ice. Kelowna's got to get back. He does get back, pokes that puck away, but Roanoke stops it from coming out of the zone. Quick shot, blocked aside by Biggie. Whittier chases that into the corner, pulls it away from him, man. Roanoke does for the moment get it, but Whittier gets back on the puck, gets it up ice to Holland. Holland with a hopping puck. Now gets it on his forehand. He's got Halsey with him with a nice saucer, just out of reach. It actually hit his stick, but it was a little bit hard to handle as Holland chases that behind the net. As settles that puck down, gets it up to Lucas Kelowna at the top. Lucas Kelowna sends it back down to Holland. Holland goes one way. He's got two on him, slams it off the boards. Now he's just trying to get it back up to the point where Kelowna's going to get it. Kelowna sends it back down low. When Roanoke tries to chip that up the boards, Kelowna picks it up again. Kelowna pulls it around one man. And then Roanoke finally does slam it up the boards and out of the zone. But Whittier, as Kelowna's back, picks that puck up, sends it out ice. That's off his stick. So that's going to go deep. Roanoke picks it up behind goal line extended. They tried to send it out, but it goes off the back of a Raptors player. Picked up by Grimm at center ice. Possession taken by Holland. Shot quickly. I guess that's offside, as maybe we had a man in the zone. Now they are playing one of the greatest bands of all time. Nirvana. That's face off this to the right. A great song. Smells like Teen Spirit. Yeah, one of the best. I can tell you where I was when I first heard that song. I was kidding. It was back in 1991. Actually, it was a little later than that, probably 93 or 4. Mark Lease and face off. That quick shot off the helmet of the goalkeeper, then slammed around the boards by the defender. But there to keep it is Perini. Perini slams, hits a quick slapper off the skate of a Rail Dog defender. Passes intercepted by Grimm, who loses his stick and still plays soccer with it. Nice play to grab it. Buys him time to get that stick, and then it's sent in offside with 7:49 left in the second period. 6-1 Raptors. Now some 9-inch nails. Just 9-inch nails now. Uh-oh, two dogs. The Grimm's dog and the other dog battling. Wow, she's yelling at you guys. That lady was yelling at you. Yeah, she was like angry. I've never seen a reaction like that. Sorry, folks, distracted. We almost had a dog-on-dog confrontation here. If you were watching earlier, the dog that was getting pucks on the ice was walking past the camera as the Raptors have the puck behind their own net, trying to get it out of their own zone, pass up to and between the Seuss skates, but out. Roanoke able to send it back down. Yeah, the dogs pass each other, and there was a little barking, and a woman who had the dog who was chasing the pucks on the ice was looking back and getting angry that Mike's dog had barked at hers. Whittier skates through a few, pulls it in front. He puts it in. 5-hole. Coast to coast for Whittier. Pulled it all the way from, I guess, goal line extended at his own end. Skated up, went past the man, pulls it in front of the goaltender in 5 holes. It was a beautiful play. 7 minutes left. It's 7-1 Raptors. It's a Raleigh Raptors goal. PJ Whittier, nice play for PJ. PJ was another guest at dinner last. Cars there, a couple goal scorers I go out to dinner with. So if your kids want to score goals, Halsey puts it over the shoulder. He was not out to dinner with us, so you do not have to go out to dinner with me if you want your kids to score goals. 6:53, 8-1 Raptors. Raleigh Raptors goal, beautiful goal by Hall. With a lot of time left in this game, I would never ever count this other team out as they came back from a 5-0 deficit to make it a game yesterday. Sykes on the draws, got Halls on his left, Halsey on his left, Holland on his right. Draw put into the zone of the Dogs. Put in front. Halsey's waiting there for the pass. Batted around. Goalkeeper has it and holds on to it before it goes over the goal line. 6:40 left in the second period. 8-1 Raptors. Face off just to the right of that goalkeeper. Name of this band? Rage, right? Rage, yep. Rage Against the Machine. This guy went to school with us. Margulies with the backhand shot that goes wide after the face-off. Beatty picks it up in the corner. Beatty skates around the back of the net. Looks cross. Looks to the slot. Makes a quick spin backwards. He loses that man. Then a shot. Scores. Wow. At an impossible, what I felt, angle, if the goalie's got good position. He puts that just past the left pad of this goalkeeper on a nice, quick, low shot. Beautiful goal. And it's a snapper. I mean, he's got a beautiful snapshot. I gotta say, I love Beatty's snapshot. It is quick. And he gets that off, and it's like a rifle. So, nice goal here. 9-1 Raptors, 6:23 left in the second. A lot of time left, though. Carlson takes the puck after the draw. Tied up in Kasuf skates, still goes into the zone of the Rail Dogs, picked up by Peterson. Peterson pulls around one, puts it in front. Quick goal, wow. Across to Ricard. He chips it up to the top shelf on a ding-dong play. Tic-tac-toe, 6:07, 10-1 Raptors. And the route is on. Ton of time left, though. Sykes on the draw, Halsey on his left, Holland on his right. Same group out there. Alone and Whittier on defense as Alona gives chase. Puts it back to Whittier. Almost loses that puck as Whittier falls down, getting out of place. Cross-ice pass out of reach of Holland. He's going to give this a foot race. He wins it. Icing his way off, pulls it around, looks up. Quick shot into the goalie's chest. She makes a nice save. It's put out of the zone. Whittier's going to have to hold it. So the zone is cleared. It is, and he sends it right at the same goalkeeper. Makes a pad save. And then the Roanoke Rail Dogs have possession behind their own net, but that's checked up at the top of the zone. Roanoke coming back fast. Tried to make a couple of plays, and that's batted away by the Raptors defense. Nice play by PJ Whittier there. He's got a man in front. Oh, put right back on the stick. They try to put it around the goalkeeper, and it's held out for the moment. And they don't put that puck in. It was sitting on the crease. So many people there, but the Raptors ready to clear it. Holland coming the other way. No crease violation. Good point. Sykes, Halsey with him. Over to Halsey. Halsey spins, tried to get it over to Sykes, but that was just hit out of the way as Roanoke coming the other way. That's batted off the stick of that Roanoke play. Chris Green will, sorry, Carlson will pick it up. Carlson sends it up ice and sent back the other way. He puts it on the stick of Sykes. Sykes got a 2-on-1 break with Holland. Brings it to the forehand, puts it off the goalkeeper, and then the Roanoke defense takes it behind their own net, looks up ice at their own face-off dot. Then they pass it over to the neutral zone. Man sends it down deep. Grimm picks it up. Nice little play where he backhands it almost short itself as he's skating backwards with a nice little spin move. As the Raptors trying to clear his zone, Lee sends it up to Margulies. Margulies at the top of the zone. He's got a man that he saucers it to. Nice pass. Got there. Had to almost tame that puck for a minute. It was Petey. But unable to get that shot off as Roanoke just clears the zone. They skated out. Puck rolling on that gentleman now. Grimm, quick circle. Spins around. He's got time and space. Margulies calling for that puck. Ends up on Lee's stick. Lee takes a shot off from the leg of a Roanoke player, picked up by Petey, with a spin move, puts it behind his back. He's got two on him. Finally, he gets some help here from Perini. Perini tried to hold his own with a nice play, but it gets through his armpit as they sent it up over and out of his zone. Just under his arm. I'm going to go for his armpit. He could tell you that later. Dan probably has some stinky jokes there, I'm sure, with a 13-year-old, 12-year-old boy in armpits, but Roanoke trying to get it out. Kelowna keeps it in. Back to Kelowna. Kelowna looking up. Spin move. Nice move. He takes the time and space. Winds up. Takes a quick shot. Ooh, nice shot. With a snapper that goes high and wide. And that's what we practice out in the driveway. Beautiful shot by Kelowna. Roanoke tries to take the other way. Whittier. I'm sorry. Margulies pushes that man off the puck. Sends it up ice. Sorry, it wasn't Margulies. It's Petey. Up to Margulies. Margulies has the puck. He's got Lee with him. Trying to go around a couple of rails. Steals the puck back. Margulies with some possession. Winds up. Fans for the first one. It's like a fake shot. When he takes the second shot, it's actually a pass to the crease that's intercepted. Not intercepted, but hit by a Roanoke player. Logan Peterson intercepts a pass after a deflection. Gets to Margulies. Quick shot. Oh, almost back from Margulies to Peterson and tapped in, but wide. Roanoke trying to come up ice. Carlson. D to Perini. Perini back to Carlson. Carlson sends it up ice. That hits the stick of a Roanoke player, but eventually it gets to Peterson. Roanoke does get it, turns around, sends it the length of the ice. It's an icing call with 2:18 left in the second period. 10-1 Raptors. Logan Peterson on the draw. Sue on his left. Roanoke comes out with possession. Carlson and Perini or Whittier are back. Cross tried a centering pass that was paddled aside by Biggie. Roanoke holds his own, and the puck is intercepted by Whittier. Whittier sends it up ice. It's Kasu. Kasu skates around, has it on his back, and pulls the forehand across the crease, runs into a man who tried to cut him off. That's skating across that crease is usually dangerous. It ends up on Peterson's stick. Peterson looks up to the top. Carlson just under his stick. Dawgs come the other way. He's got help. Whittier's back. Quick shot. Rebound. Kicked aside by Biggie. Rebound is unable to be played by the good defense. There, Whittier. Kasuf slams that up ice. It's going to get to the neutral zone and then into the Dawgs zone with 1:23 left in the second. 10-1 Raptors. Hanks it off the boards behind his own net. Suits there to cut that off, keeping him in his zone. Backhand pass just out of reach of Peterson. Roanoke tries to rush the other way. Kelowna in a foot race. Skate race, I guess it would be called. I guess they should use a feet. Neutral zone pass tipped into the zone. Cut off by the Roanoke rail defense. Kelowna has some time and space. He's got that puck as a man and comes and back checks and takes that puck away. Sykes with a quick shot that goes wide to the corner, picked up by Picard. 51 seconds left in the period. Picard cross ice pass to Grimm. That's intercepted. Kelowna picks that up. Quick turn. Backhands that up ice. Picked up by Grimm. Grimm. It's got a couple to beat. Goes around one. Gets the puck It's tangled up into a couple of rail dogs, picked up by Halsey. Halsey sends that low with 33 left in the period. Roanoke in the neutral zone, batted off of Sykes, and picked up by Halsey. Halsey spins it around with 24 left, gets it on Holland's stick. Holland goes to the forehand, quick shot, low, rebound is available. Nice save, the rebound by backhanded by Sykes, saved by that Roanoke goaltender. 16.4 left in the second period, 10-1 Raptors. Face off deep in the Roanoke zone. Quick shot after the possession was taken by the Raptors goes wide. Petey has at the top of the zone off the skate. Skate comes back to Petey. He's going to settle that puck down as he needs the guys to clear the zone. Up ice pass into Lee. Period ends. We'll be back in a moment. 10-1 Raptors. Face off the center ice to start the third period. 10-1 lead. There'll be a running clock here as puck handled in the corner by Roanoke. Roanoke with a back and forth move, get it up to the point. Point man still has possession after a little bit of a mishandle. Gets the puck over. Quick shot goes wide. Roanoke still with possession, as you guys are unfortunately hearing the results of me drinking my coffee too fast. Peterson skates behind his own net. Runs into the ref. Ref takes him down. There should be a penalty on that ref. Kasuf skates it into the zone. Luckily, Peterson's back because Roanoke has the puck. Intercepts that. Roanoke unable to do any damage. They get it into the zone, but they had like a 3-on-0 there for a second. Kasuf battling for it right at the center ice line. Raptors come out with it. Quick pass over to Logan Peterson. Skates through a couple. Raptors still have possession behind the net. Picard to Peterson. Peterson, backhand saucer. Glove thrown back down and kept in the zone by Raptors, though. Whittier over to Kelowna. Kelowna up ice to Sykes and sat neutralized for a moment. Our Rail Dogs pick it up. Stick lifted by Halsey. Halsey. Quick pass to Holland. Holland. Sykes. Halsey. Holland skates into his zone. Cross ice pass to Hall. A little bit of a saucer pass. He tried to glove, put it down, and put it in. The defenseman was already there. He loses the puck in the corner, and the Rail Dogs come the other way. Sykes with a good back check here. Skates back to make this a 1-on-3. Carlson pushes him to the outside. Quick pass down to Carlson. Carlson backhands it behind his own net. Chased by Grimm. Actually, it's Holland who picks that up. Holland up to Halsey. Halsey pulls it around one, skates it in on side, holds it to the backhand. Quick shot. Saved initially. It was sitting there. Roanoke's able to clear the zone, send it the length of the ice. And that's going to be an icing call at 12:44 in the third period. Running clock, though, so see that continually go down. 10-1 Raptors, if you haven't heard. If you're just waking up and you're turning us on in the third period, good morning. We've been up for a while. What have you been doing? Sleeping in, just catching the third. You've missed a lot of good hockey. It's 10-1. 12:20 on this running clock as they're going to redo this face-off. This is the right of the Roanoke Rail Dogs face. Roanoke Rail Dogs goaltender deep in the Rail Dogs zone. Rail Dogs have possession at the moment. Raptors had it. Comes back up to the top. Barini sends that back low. Got Lee and Margulies in there with Petey. Margulies has the puck across to the slot where Lee had a backhand on it for a moment. Picked back up by Margulies. He's going to try to send it around. Yeah, and instead he goes up to the top of the zone to Barini. Barini with a nice spin move when he's bumped off the puck, but he's picked up by Petey. Petey with possession. Petey holds it out far. Strong arms that play and sends it around behind the back of the net where the aggressive play by Perini to jump up and keep that in the zone. Eventually it is taken out of the zone and sent back into the Raptor zone where Whittier pick it up, bangs it up around the boards. Hits Perini. Perini goes the other way to Whittier. Taps it up to Petey. Petey at center ice with 11 minutes. Chips it in. Mikey Lee with some good hustle over. Tips that in deeper. Roanoke holds that puck, cross ice pass, and they easily backhand it out of the zone. Kelowna picks it up in his own zone, a rolling puck, spins around. It's Margulies who tried to do a backhand pass to Peterson, misses, but Peterson picks it back up, and they're going to settle that play back down. Just out of the reach of Kelowna. Roanoke coming the other way. Grimm, the nice poke check. Picard has it on his stick, skates it out of the zone, gets it up to Kasuk. Kasuk tries to skate around the Rail Dog, still at the top of the Rail Dog zone after they get it in on sides. Finally, it squirts out onto a Rail Dog stick. Grimm bumps him off the puck. Kelowna gives chase, sends that off the boards and out. Up to Picard, nope. Off to Peterson, and Picard dumps that in low. 10:15 left in the third, 10-1 Raptors. Kasuk. Oh, what a nice hold of the zone by Grimm. Spin shot. That's just wide, but a beautiful play by Grimm to extend the zone time. Picard sends it lower. Peterson picks it up. Peterson has it behind the Roanoke net. Peterson gets it up to Carlson. Carlson, tipped in front by Kasuk, but it's steered aside by the goaltender. Peterson puts it back on Kasuk's stick. Kasuk for the backhander that hits the side of the net. It still goes behind the net. Picard sends that back around into the corner where it's chased by both a Raptor and a Rail Dog, but kept in by Kasuk. Kasuk pulls it around one, tries to keep that on a stick. He's unable to. Roanoke backhands or chips one deep into the Raptor zone. Perini picks that up, holds it, fakes the player out, the forechecker out, up to Kasuk from Picard. Kasuk. And they cross. Quick shot. That's his goal. Wow, it fooled me and the goaltender. I believe that hit the far edge. I think it's Kasuk's goal with 9:10 left. It's a great song, too. Metallica won. Metallica won. This video was great. You remember this video? It's like black and white. This old movie, that guy had that thing on his face and stuff. You're like, anyway.
Driving 95 going home today.
If I could think, I would, he had like this guy who said, if I could talk, I would talk to myself. If I could hear, no, you don't remember that? Anyway, 8:45 left for all you Metallica fans in the one video at 12 years old. These kids ain't actually listening to this crazy stuff. And that was a nice goal. 10-1 is on the board. It was 11-1. That should be 11-1. They're not going to put on the board, I guess, past 10. So 11-1 on a nice goal that Kasuk put in between the legs as they try to put in another one here. Sykes slams it towards the goaltender, and she gobbles that up, holds on to it for a faceoff. Yeah, that Metallica one video was like a video that had a real old movie in it with a guy who was in the war, and I guess he had like this everything blown off. He couldn't hear, he couldn't see, and it was just him and his thoughts. It was kind of wild. Roanoke with a 3-on-2 here, trying to make something happen here late in the game. Quick shot. Biggie makes the initial save, makes the second save. It's still being batted around in front. I think Biggie's trying to gobble that up. He slides over to Raptors, able to clear that out of the front of the net and run the other way. Skate the other way. It's Halsey with some speed. He's got Holland with him. And Sykes, quick shot, blocker to side, picked up by Sykes in the corner. Sykes back to Holland. Holland pulls it around, skates in front of the net. That's taken away by Roanoke, but then taken back by Sykes. Sykes makes a couple of moves, backhands, it's kicked aside. Halsey, quick shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Perini from the point, quick shot, and held onto by the goalkeeper with 7:12 left. A little bit of extracurricular activities here. We're going to put a couple of guys in the box after that, a couple punches thrown. Guess they're a little agitated that Sykes said hit the glove with goalkeeper. This is about at the whistle. Question. I don't mind that. That to me is a good play. That's how you play hockey. And I don't mind the defenders getting mad about it either. That is hockey right there. And two guys going in the box is hockey. Happens all the time. Watch the NHL, and nobody on defense likes when their goalie is hit, no matter what, with a stick. That's just hockey. And there's always going to be junk because the defenders are going to protect their goalie with their life. So, and I also am on the side of if you're on offense, you got to try to hit that puck if they don't blow the whistle. So, Petey with it in the corner. Quick pass, just out of reach. Carlson on the crease. Sent back in on side. Carlson going back to the crease. Oh, almost had another opportunity here. He does. Quick shot, just wide. But Margulies able to keep it in the zone. I believe we're trying to get Carlson the goal here as Roanoke stumbles with it in their own zone, and Margulies is able to keep it down there. Roanoke finally has it with some time and space, but it's taken back away. Margulies again with the steal. No, that's Petey with the steal. Sent back up ice. And it's an icing call. With 5:30 left, 11-1 Raptors. Running clock here. 5:15 left in the third. Face off all the way down Roanoke zone. Margulies on the draw. Petey on his right. Carlson still in on his left into wing. Kasuf in his spot on D. Kasuf sits behind his own net, looks up ice. Tries to chip it up ice, but it goes off of a couple of Roanoke players. Finally, Petey's able to clear the zone. Roanoke picks it up at center ice, and they send it the other way. Petey picks it back up. He's got Carlson with him. He has to wait a second. They do bring it in onside. Almost onside. Petey does a spin move, looking for Carlson on the crease. Slams it over to Margulies. Margulies, he's got Carlson. Oh, just fans on that pass. Carlson was there. Whittier sends it deeper into the corner. Petey, make sure it stays in. Roanoke still trying to send it out, get it up and out of the zone. Picked up by Kasuf. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Carlson chips it into the zone and gives chase. Picked up by Margulies. Tried to backhand that right back to Carlson in the slot. They got to clear the zone, set things back up. Peterson at the top of the Raptor zone. Puck was intercepted. That's offside. 3:57 left in the third period. 11-1 Raptors. And points made. Yes. Red Hot Chili Peppers. What's that? Mikey Lee chips it up to Picard. Picard has it in the corner with 3:20 left. Tried to get a pass off. That's deflected, but it ends up on Logan Peterson's stick. Peterson skates around one. Circles up to the point. Kelowna back to Peterson. Peterson back to Kelowna, just out of his reach. Ends up on a couple of sticks batted around. Pulled around by Picard. Picard tried to get it back down to Peterson with 3 minutes left. It's kept in for the moment. then send low by Lee. Nice play by Mikey Lee to get that behind the Roanoke net. Roanoke puts the puck up and out. Out over the length of the ice. They're going to wave icing off here. With a running clock and a score like this, I don't blame them. Picked up by Chris Grimm. Not Mike Grimm. Mike Grimm is next to me. Roanoke keeps it in the zone. Pass up to Logan Peterson. Peterson has got the card trailing. Drops it from the card. Just misses it, but Lee gets a stick on it. Sends that deep. Little change on the defense as they try to get some guys in. Peterson puts it across ice. Oh, just off the pad of the goaltender. Mikey Lee with a tried to slam a one-timer there. He's in the right position. The goaltender slides across and robs him. Marini, top of the zone, bangs it off the board down the ice. One roll puck. 2 minutes left here. 1 clock. 11-1 Raptors. Off of Holland as Roanoke tried to get that out of the zone. Halsey gets it back to Holland. Holland, they got Carlson with him. They're trying to get. Ooh, Carlson's legs are taken out. Halsey pulls it around to the backhand. Tried to pull it to between the legs. Marini able to keep that in his zone. Marini looking to the front of the net. Gets to Carlson. Carlson tried to slam it home with 1:40 left. Holland has it in the corner. Carlson again on the crease. They get across ice. That's going to come out of the zone. Marini will pick that up with 1:30. Do the D to Petey. Petey. But Halsey. Halsey. Over to Carlson. Carlson. Puts it out in front over back to Halsey. Halsey gives a chase. Looks in front. He's got Carlson in front. Can't get it to him. Petey looks all the way across. They try to. That was almost tipped in by Holland. Holland has the puck. 1:09 left in the game. Petey. Nice save by the goaltender to slide across and kick that into the corner. Marini able to keep that in the zone. Roanoke wants to send that the length of the ice, and they send it up ice neutral zone. Petey picks it up with 56 left. Yeah, Braden wanted to get off. They're like, no. Finally, Petey gets a puck to Braden. Braden takes a shot, and it's saved. And they're slamming their sticks around with 40 seconds left here in the game. Not sure what happened there. Got caught in the goalie's shoulder, but they waved it off. She had it caught in her neck, I think, and she held on to it long enough where it was a face-off. Carlson almost had one. 25 seconds left. Yeah, Carlson wanted to come off. They're like, nope, stay out there. Suit keeps it in the zone with 13 left on the clock behind the Roanoke net. 9 seconds left. Looking for Carlson here. Oh, just deflected with 3 seconds left. Doesn't look like Carlson's going to get another opportunity. That'll do it, folks. Great weekend here in Roanoke. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Michael Grimm, on the camera. And we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Boys played hard this weekend. We'll see you next time. Have a nice rest of your weekend.